Hello Mavericks, this is Emery and welcome to today's Market Roundup. It is April 17th. Alright, so as usual, today we'll be doing a review of the trading day. We'll be taking a look at, of course, the major market indices, taking a look at some major commodities like gold and oil. We'll be then looking at the market's internals, examining a sector heat map of the S&P 500, and then closing things off with a look at a few potential trade opportunities. Let's get right into it.
Disclaimer: this video was created for professional stock and option traders. Maverick Trading is a proprietary trading firm that employs professional traders around the world. Our traders trade firm capital and keep 70 to 80% of profits they generate. All trades and analysis in this video are for professional traders only. If you are interested in becoming a professional trader for Maverick, click the apply button in the video description. Let's break down what happened today.
All right, so kicking things off with some market analysis. So first off, we're going to take a look at what's happened today in the Dow, the S&P, the Qs, and the Russell all down. The biggest loser on the day has been the Qs. And then as far as commodities go, both oil and gold down today. Oil down a significant 3%. So what's going on? Why are these moves happening now? And the answer is that Wall Street is now doubtful of any rate cuts this year. And there's a real risk that the market is not going to be looking for rate cuts until around this time next year. So we'll see what happens, but this has been Maverick's call all along. And of course, Powell has cited a lack of progress on inflation. And if we take a look at the advanced decline line, I mean, it's pretty rough out there, especially I would say taking a look at the 50-period moving average with the majority of issues below that 50-period moving average. Taking a look here first at a chart of the Qs, we can see that we've now broken firmly below both moving averages, and the slope is not quite yet negative, but we might get there if we have another down day tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. And it's a very similar story here in the S&P 500. So we've been saying for a while now that, no tree can grow straight to the sky forever. And this market will turn, and it has. Now, does this mean we're going to get a crazy bear market? It's far too early to say, but this is, as of right now, I would say a healthy correction, and it is way too early to try and pick any bottoms, in my opinion. But we just have to trade the market that's in front of us, and right now the market has shifted bearish. And the sector heat map certainly supports that. We can see some of those darling stocks definitely down on the day. NVIDIA down, Broadcom down, AMD down, Qualcomm. So a lot of those semiconductor stocks really suffering. Amazon down as well. So what are the stocks that did reasonably well today? Well, the utility sector kind of hung in there. Healthcare and consumer, healthcare was a mixed bag for sure. UNH, of course, was up big. And then the consumer defensive sectors did fairly well also. And then financials kind of hung in there too. So there were a few bright spots here today, despite the broader market decline. So if we take a look, pardon me, folks, that we are definitely not above those moving averages. We are below all of them, and the slope is now, I'd say, neutral, leaning towards negative. The 50 period is neutral, and the 20 is sloping negative, giving us that -2 rating for the time being. All right, now as we take a look at some potential trades, there are a couple of bullish trades out there. I was looking at Alaskan Airlines Group earlier in the day, that this is a stock that could potentially continue to do well. It's not really, it's very tough to pull the trigger on being long the market when we're seeing this much weakness, but this is a really nice technical setup. We're above the 20 and 50 period moving averages. We're also above the 200 period moving average, and this looks like a really nice kind of breakout here after finding support on the daily chart on that 20 period MA. As for our neutral trade here, we have the Global X Uranium ETF. This just looks like a very textbook sideways issue here. Really liking the look of the price action here for some potential market neutral strategies. And then finally, for our bear trade here, we have Estee Lauder, broken below all three moving averages, the 20, the 50, and the 200 there. And this stock is looking quite bearish. This isn't a stock I'd immediately pull the trigger on. I'd like to wait for a lower time frame entry trigger, but it is definitely on my radar as a bear setup. Okay, so for tomorrow's outlook, all right, so things are looking rough here, and it's not clear when we're going to find support. Is there more data tomorrow? Well, we've got the unemployment claims, and then excuse me, folks, Friday. That is from the last time we did this when I had the NFP the next day. But we do have some big earnings reports coming out. Netflix, BX, Intuitive Surgical, these are all big names with earnings reports. The market's going to be looking to them to kind of get a clue here as to what might be going on. So those are volatility events for sure in those individual issues. And they could have the potential to weigh on the broader market depending on how they look like. So, all right, traders, that's it for now. And I will see you guys soon. Good luck out there. It's going to be an interesting trading day tomorrow and probably on Friday as well. Bye for now.